My name is Mumoliku, and today we are hanging out at Homeboys Radio 103.5 with Patricia Kihoro.
Gosh, a very emotional song. You can even feel the emotion in their voices at the end of the song. It's like they break down crying, and they featured Rabbit in the song. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful track playing right here on Afro Central. This is HBR 103.5. My name is Patricia Kihoro, and we are on till 3 p.m. where I bring you the best of urban and contemporary African music. How are you guys doing?
So Patricia, thank you for having us at your studio.
No problem.
So we'd want to know, guys know you as the radio presenter, as an artist. Who is Patricia Kihoro?
Patricia is just that chick who likes to do a lot of stuff and gets distracted doing it.
Okay.
Which is why I do so many things. Yeah.
What are some of these things?
I'm an actress, I'm a singer, I am a writer, I am a radio presenter, psychologist, yeah, and freelance photographer. And that's the main ones.
Really?
Everything else will come by the way.
How did you get into psychology?
That's what I studied in school.
Okay.
Yeah, when I went to uni, I went to more uni. And the course that I'd been called to do, I didn't like the campus that it was on. So I said I want to check out the main campus, went to the main campus, and then I chose a course from there. So psychology looked like the most interesting. It had nothing to do with
else.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with, oh, do I want to become a shrink? Or, it just looked like, the study of human behavior is important for any field or any stage in life you're in. So if you understand people, then you can pretty much do anything.
So have you been practicing it?
Well, after university, I worked at a mental institution, and I was.
Is this Mathare?
No,
Okay.
Not in Mathare.
Yeah.
And I can't say which one it is, but they have 2 branches, and it's a private hospital. And yeah, I did actually spend time counseling people, developing treatment courses for them. And I even, they do the electrotherapy.
Yes.
So even
so cool.
it's cool, huh?
It sounds cool.
Yeah, you shock people's heads.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Was
crazy.
that scary?
The first time it was, but then after a while, you get used to it because you see how, for some people it actually does help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the photography? How did you get into that?
I was interested in photography, so as soon as I was done with uni, this is even before I worked at the mental institution, I asked around if anybody knew any photographers, and somebody gave me Emmanuel Jambo's number. So I called him. I was like, hey, hi, you're a photographer, I've heard of you and I think you're amazing. Would you be willing to let me work as your assistant? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I worked as his assistant for a few months, and we'd go to weddings together. He'd give me a camera because he had a couple, and we'd go for events, weddings, corporate shoots together, and just learn the basics. Yeah. He was really cool because he's not so much about the technicality of the photographs. For him, it was really about capturing moments and capturing people. Saying like this bride, we would approach the photography different because maybe if it's a big lady as opposed to a smaller lady and things like those. So it's very, the details that he concentrates on are very, very, very precise.
Great.
Which is a favorite with so many people. So I see your requests, keep them coming, and I will play them as we keep going. This is Afro Central. My name is Patricia. It's Homeboys 103.5.
Amazing Africa with Patricia Kihoro on Afro Central.
You can see the difference.
We got current over this. I'm having a long dreams in a digital world. It's like hard water flooding through my stream.
So what about radio? How did you get into radio?
So with radio, I'd always wanted to work in radio. In fact, there was a show that I used to listen to a very long time.
Which is true. It's okay, you can say it.
It's Nini Washara with her late night. And I used to say, one day I'm going to replace her. Like when she decides she's retiring, I'd love to do that show. And I used to listen to to her every night, just non-stop. So I used to say, you know what, I'd really love to get onto radio.
Yes.
And then 1FM started.
Okay.
I heard about, before it was Radio 1, all the stations coming up, and I was like, I have to get on there because they're going to be playing local music and African music, and I was like, whoa, it's a station that's finally going to, you know, not just focus on the mainstream stuff. And I remember pressuring them, let me do a voice test, let me do this, I really want to do this show. So I went in, I did a voice test, they told me they'll call me back, went back, did another voice test, and then they said for the show that I wanted to do, they weren't ready because I wanted to do a late night show, which focused mainly on African music for the new urban contemporary musicians, right? So when they said they're not ready to do the show yet, I was like, okay, what else can I do then? Because if I go home and wait for you guys to call me,
they'll never call.
So they said, well, we need somebody to do the news. So I did a voice test for the news, and that's how I got into radio. I just got my foot in. I did the news for 2 years, and I was learning on the job. I was learning from my interns at the time because it was me and then 3 interns. So I was like, you guys need to show me the ropes and take me through. But from day one, went live on air.
Okay. Great. So, you know, you do all these various things, you know. How do you manage your time?
I think because they all sort of feed into each other, it kind of just fits somehow. Okay. Because they're all things that I enjoy doing, and they all kind of just relate to each other. So, I mean, and radio doesn't really take that much time. Acting doesn't take. It's like they're all, you know, like if we're working on a TV series, we'll shoot it maybe over 2 weeks, and then, you know, it airs for 3 months. So it was just 2 weeks out of my time. Or if it's a film, we'll shoot it in like a week or a month even. But see, that's just a small block of time, and then everything else happens. So it's not really time consuming. But then also I work. My ideas come to me at night, so I end up spending a lot of time at night, just awake. Okay. Yeah, sleep deprivation.
Okay, so like, let me ask, in terms of this year, what is it that we should expect from you this year?
This year, I want to work on more music, more of my own music. I want to write.
Okay.
Because there's a show that I wrote and I produced, I directed it, I cast for it, and it did really well. So I want to create more content like that because I really liked how that went. And it was exciting, and I've been thinking about all these ideas in my head that would do great as scripts, whether for stage or for TV or even just digital content, right? So I'm excited to work on those.
Okay. So which show is this that you...
It was called Life in the Single Lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can guys catch it?
No, it was a stage show.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was a stage show. It wasn't recorded or anything. There were some snippets that were put online, I think. Grace Musalame put it up on Graced.
Yes.
But we didn't record it, so we don't have it like somewhere that people can watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So as we leave for a parting shot.
It's over?
Unfortunately.
That was so short.
That's the whole point. We want guys to listen to your show and to listen to more of you, you know, on your show. Yeah. But would you do a cover song for us? Any song?
Right now?
Right now.
No.
Right now. Something short. One stanza. Just one stanza.
I wish you'd have told me. I would have warmed up my voice and things. These are not radios. You just press a button and go.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Wow.
Just one stanza.
I can't even think of a song right now.
You have one?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's see if I remember.
Or you can build one of your own.
Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, you asked me for a cover. Tima wecha teknathirwa mano ae kodo. Tima wecha teknathirwa mano ae kodo. Tima wecha teknathirwa mano ae kodo. Jitimo teach nifoya foya.
Wow, great.
Jisomo pitch nifoya foya. That's a Della.
I wish I knew it. I would have sung with you.
It's one of my favorite Della songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, that's great. So, as we part and as we leave, I have one more question.
Yes.
So, like for the local artists, what are some of the pointers you'd have for guys?
To just keep hitting the studio. Just keep creating the music. Don't worry about, is this song going to be sellable? Is this song going to be commercial? You just tell the story that you want to tell, and find somebody, a producer, whose sound you like and who works well with you, and then just it'll flow from there. There's artists who have made it now who stay true to their sound, and I mean there's a lot of hard work that goes into it, but just focus on that. There's people who are willing and want good quality music, and if it's a story that's personal and true, then relate to it. I think that's the one thing. If you look at people like Adele or Sam Smith who just break out to their first album and they win Grammys, it's because they're telling stories and they're always like, yeah, thank you to the person who broke my heart. So you know that it's a real truth that they're expressing, and I think that's the one key thing that people need to remember, that the reason we connect to music is because it's telling a story that we're able to relate to.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. We do appreciate your time
Thank
and for having us.
Thanks for coming.
So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers. You guys have made this place look so nice.
And by Waithera. And she hits those notes. I can't even try, but well done, Waithera.
Join us this Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. as we relive the icon.
Every other night.